Hey everyone, how's it going? Elliot here, and welcome to the Retro Future. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that I am very excited about. I haven't seen one of these in a while. This is a sort of a Game Boy knockoff. I was browsing around eBay and I found a game actually for one of these things, and then I was searching on eBay for the actual console and I couldn't find it. So I had a look on the Googles and I found a Russian eBay kind of Craigslist type thing that was selling some of these. So then I put out some help me messages in my Discord and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and I came across this lovely gentleman who helped me get this. He ordered it to his house, he's Russian, and then sent it on to me, and here it is in front of me. Very excited about it. Look at this thing. It's got 3 bloody action buttons. We can kind of tell what's going on at the top, but without any further ado, roll the intro. So that's right, this thing is a Mega Drive portable, but they haven't gone about it in their own unique way. This is clearly taking some design inspiration from the Game Boy. We've got an LCD colour screen. It was the era to be advertising that, I imagine. We've got good sound, that's always another positive thing. We've got TV. You can connect it to a TV. Oh, so AV out. Supercharge. So it might have a rechargeable battery in here, and then you have a library of games. Do we have a library of games built in? I don't know. And then the back is actually pretty much exactly the same. Here we go. Let's open this thing up. So I believe this is actually new old stock. So this is exactly what we would have had back in the day. And you can see they're quite keen here to tell us what it is, and they've cut off the E on that side, so that's always nice. But yeah, there it is. It's on this kind of plastic tray. Oh wow, we've got a little bag, and it even says Mega Drive Portable on it. That's absolutely lovely. Right, we've got a charger here. That's not going to be of any use to us. Although that's probably not going to be a charger. That's going to be a mains plug to just plug it into the wall, because it comes with AAA's. We've got here some manuals, and look at that lovely piece of piracy right there. That is Sonic the Hedgehog on this Mega Drive Portable manual. So look, we can have a look at all the other rip-offs that they make, and I might actually have another one of these that we're going to look at in another video. But there we go. We've kind of got a Mega Drive Micro. We've got the Mega Drive SP, so they're not even like hiding the names, they're just calling it what it is. And then we've got the Mega Drive Ultimate, that actually out of all of them looks the worst. And then if we keep flicking through, there is a bunch of games. And now none of these are going to be licensed by Sega to be on this device. We've even got Super Mario Bros. 2. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. That isn't even for the Mega Drive. Right, here's our massive AV cable. I'll actually use that to get a little bit of the video gameplay later on in this video. And yeah, then we've got some other manuals and leaflets, but I'm sure we can figure it all out. So let's take a look at the device itself. We've even got bloody branded headphones. Look, MDP on the side there. That's absolutely absurd. Okay, here it is inside this plastic sandwich bag, just how I like it. And then we have this tiny little cartridge right here, which is very cute. So, wow, it's actually got a pretty decent weight to it. It is going to take some AAA batteries. I'll go and get those in just a second. The back of it, I mean, the whole thing is obviously reminiscent of a Game Boy Advance. I think if you were a parent and you didn't know exactly what you were looking at, and you wanted to buy one of these for little Jimmy, they might get this wrong. I mean, it's not called a Game Boy, so if little Jimmy sent them out to get a Game Boy, they're probably not going to come back with this, but it is kind of funny nonetheless. We've got a tiny little D-pad over here, very small. We've got our 3 action buttons. I have to admit, the buttons feel very legit. They feel perfectly fine. Not sure how I'm vibing the chrome screen bezel. We have got a screen protector on there, but I'm going to keep that on. We've got start and select. They are also membrane buttons. They're not little micro switches, so very high quality feeling thing, if I'm honest with you. We've got a little on and off switch on the top. A little slider there. We've got our DC in, AV out. There's our cartridge port. On the bottom, we have our headphone jack, and we've got our volume slider, which is very unique. You never see that on these kind of things. I have got mixed batteries in here, so I'll have to stop the video in a second when the battery police arrive in the comments. But yeah, so here we go. Let's turn it on. Bang. Okay. We've got 2 different things, both of which are Russian. Google Translate. It says that the bottom one is built-in games and the top one is settings. But when I go to the bottom one, which is apparently built-in games, and I press B, it loads the settings. So then I click reset. Let's try the top one then. Hello? Let me just work this out for a minute. The settings button is the built-in games, of which there aren't any built-in games. It just goes to a black screen, and then nothing happens other than the reset button. And then the built-in games button is the settings, which doesn't seem to actually do anything. So, okay, here we go. Let's plug this little game in. There we go, we're in. And let's turn it on. B. Okay, so now that has actually loaded up the cartridge. So there's no built-in games, that's a little bit of a lie. But we have here 5 different games for us to try. So let me bring this camera in. Just for comparison's sake, by the way, here is a regular Game Boy and here is our Mega Drive Portable. As you can see, they are relatively similar looking devices, clearly taking the design inspiration from them, but it's actually a little bit more unique, so I kind of rate that. So here we go, let's start with number 1, which is General Chaos. Okay, here we go, we're in. General Chaos, here we go, press start. I've died. Right, we're going to go for Desert Strike. This is actually fairly cool, but what am I striking? And I can't shoot anything. What is the point of this? What? What? Oh, just hit the boat. There's the actual Sega logo. Brilliant. Okay, here we go. This is more like it. The sound is actually fairly good. I'm understanding this now. B rotates you round. Wee. This, you know what, this is absolutely perfectly fine. I mean, these games are a weak selection, but I imagine if you had access to better games, this is a very, very enjoyable little device. The AV out, as you would expect, is not fantastic. It does work, but all of the connections feel pretty janky and you have to use the actual device itself as the controller, so it isn't going to be the most reliable thing, but it does work fairly well. There seems to be quite a lot of noise. That might just be my capture card setup and not actually the device itself, but realistically this isn't going to look good on a modern TV anyway. It was probably made to look a little bit better on CRTs. There we go, that's the AV out. There we go, that is going to wrap it up for the Mega Drive Portable. It's an honour to be able to showcase these things because I'm sure you've never heard of them and that's kind of what you come to this channel for. I imagine if it had some Sonic the Hedgehog or something we were a bit more familiar with, this would be a thoroughly enjoyable thing. I am going to try my best to order down some different games for this, so in the next one that we look at, which is so bizarre, we can actually take a look at some decent games, so apologies on my end for that. The AV out seems to work pretty well, so that is very cool, and in all honesty, the quality of it is not that bad. It runs very well, all the buttons feel nice and high quality, so what a obscure little thing. Thanks very much for watching. Oh my god, I've just seen a little hidden gem. We've missed that. Zoga.